These highlights are brought to you by the Malcolm Group, a major provider of logistics and construction services throughout the United Kingdom. We also provide a comprehensive fleet maintenance, MOT and vehicle recovery service. Practical solutions, successful partnerships.
Welcome back, and here at Scottish Rugby Television we're all set to bring you another season of terrific Scottish club rugby. We start off today with Scottish Hydroelectric Premier 1 match between two sides who were promoted last season, GHA and Stirling County. They're meeting today at Braidholm, and my goodness, this is an important one for both sides who want to set down a marker for where they plan to go in the coming season. And a couple of minutes into the game, GHA putting on a wee bit of pressure. Stirling flanker Tim Clark getting a wee bit over enthusiastic there and giving away the penalty. And someone in the crowd telling Rob Dixon that he'd been doing that all game, referee. However, James Noonan no problem with the penalty, and GHA 3 points to 0 ahead after only a couple of minutes. Quarter of an hour gone, and a testing wee cross kick there from Noonan, taken by Ben Addison. We just chip forward. Well picked up by Martin Dunn. Dunn taking the reverse pass, keeping the move going, taken on by Damien Cheney, and worked out again to Noonan. Tried the cross kick again, and this time, well, just look at that bounce, just eluding John Welsh for what would have been quite a spectacular try. However, they came back for the penalty. Noonan potted it over again, and after a quarter of an hour, 6-0 to GHA. Stirling desperate to get on the board, and the ball out into midfield. Justin Matheson, the big man, taking the ball into the heart of the GHA defence. Worked out to Alex Moffat, and then, well, look at that break by Graham Lindsay. Could almost have got there himself, but he found standoff Masi Tuakarena on his elbow, and the number 10 went in beside the posts to give Brian Archibald the simplest of conversions and take Stirling into a 7 points to 6 lead after 17 minutes. And only 5 minutes later, and Stirling starting to rumble now. Craig Deacons thundering forward. A ball out from Graham Calder, and the big man asking questions of the GHA defence. Ball out to Justin Matheson. Matheson taking 2 tacklers. Lovely wee slip ball there to Ben Addison, and needs no second asking from that distance. There's a steal for you if you ever wanted to see one. Again, Justin Matheson crunching into the tackles there, then laying the ball back. Nice wee pop-up pass there from Calder, and Addison again in. Oh, what a lovely, but look at the handling there, and the man on the end of it is Tim Clark. That was support play of the highest order. You can tell why they're delighted. They were even more delighted when Brian Archibald slotted the conversion. 19 points to 6. Well, that was the half-time score. Happy Stirling. An awful lot of work to do for GHA.
These highlights are brought to you by the Malcolm Group, a major provider of logistics and construction services throughout the United Kingdom. We also provide a comprehensive fleet maintenance, MOT and vehicle recovery service. Practical solutions, successful partnerships.
Going into the second half, GHA knew they were going to have to do something quickly if they were going to stay in the game, and well, they started very much the same way as they had done in the first half. Into the Stirling half, putting a wee bit of pressure on the contact area, and again Stirling penalised, and you're not getting away with that, said Rob Dixon. Up stepped James Noonan, and exactly the same way as he'd started the first half, started the second. That pulled it back to a margin of 10 points, but with 10 minutes gone in the second half, here was one straight off the training paddock Tim Clark was the man who did the run around, and oh, very happy Alex Moffat was the man who finished off. Look at that smile on his face. Hookers don't get that many chances. He was a happy boy. A wee bit of a girdle there at that line out, tidied up by Gary Mountford. Stirling now playing with a lot of confidence, playing with patience, just waiting for the right moment. And that moment came when Graham Calder took a quick penalty, scampered away down the wing. The ball out to Alan Robertson, and back quickly for the Stirling backs to make the most of it. And oh, beautiful missed out pass there by Brian Archibald. Jonathan Hope making the most of it and cruising round Martin Dunn to go into the corner. And that was the try that clinched it for Stirling. There was no way back for GHA. And going into the final quarter, now GHA just kept getting themselves into more and more bother and turned over in the shadow of their post there. Stirling piling in, eager for the ball, and wow, you could tell exactly where Sam Parlane was going from the moment he picked that one up. Off his left foot, saw the gap, and whoa boy, is he happy about that one. Jonathan Hope converted, and Stirling knew they were home and dry. Bonus point collected for 4 tries, and all that remained was for GHA to try and restore a wee bit of pride. They played to the end. You can see the way they slung this ball about. Alan Bullock there to Martin Dunn. The forward still piling in, still trying to salvage something for a game that had run away from them. And despite thundering runs like this one from John Welsh, the Stirling defence held firm. They were organised, they were disciplined, and even Alex Moffat there out in midfield, stopping what was looking like a dangerous move. John O'Wright trying to burrow his way through, and still nothing happening for GHA. And finally, well, that tackle from Sam Parlane chopped down a move that looked almost certain to lead to a try. Going into the final minute, and Stirling running down the clock now. GHA just waiting for the final whistle, and we flip past there by John O'Wright, but a knock on by Andy Kelly just summed up a miserable afternoon for GHA.
Well, that's my one try for the season out of the way, so that's good. No, we played really well, continuity was good, pre-season's been good, we've worked really hard, and a lot of the stuff that we've worked on in pre-season has shown through in the first game, so we're very happy about that. We'll be hard work back in the training on Tuesday and preparing for next week, which is a much bigger game, much a more daunting task for us. No, we're pleased overall.
So a big win for Stirling to start off their campaign in Scottish Hydroelectric Premier Division 1, and they were even more delighted when the other results came through to find themselves sitting top of the table after their first match. It'll be a different game next week, as Alex Moffat said, a big one at Bridgehaw against Ayr. And Scottish Rugby Television will be at Bridgehaw to bring you all the action from that one. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Braidholm.
These highlights are brought to you by the Malcolm Group, a major provider of logistics and construction services throughout the United Kingdom. We also provide a comprehensive fleet maintenance, MOT and vehicle recovery service. Practical solutions, successful partnerships.